You know what's strange? Most people think procrastination is a sign of laziness, but it's not. Procrastination is a friction problem. The task feels too big, so your brain resists starting. That's where the 2-minute rule comes in. It's so simple, yet it can change your life. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to break down the psychology, the science, and the strategies behind this tiny rule that destroys procrastination. This isn't about forcing motivation or discipline. It's about hacking your brain's resistance. Chapter 1: Why Procrastination Isn't Laziness. Think about this. You want to go to the gym, but suddenly folding laundry feels urgent. Or you plan to study, but scrolling through social media seems easier. That's not laziness. It's your brain trying to avoid friction. See, your brain is designed to conserve energy. Starting a task feels like a threat because it demands effort and uncertainty. The bigger the task looks, the heavier that friction becomes. That's why we delay. We're not lazy. We're protecting ourselves from perceived effort. The problem is, this protection steals our future. Chapter 2: The Genius of the 2-minute Rule. Here's the magic. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Wash the dish, reply to the quick email, put the socks in the drawer. Don't think. Don't delay. Just do it. Why? Because small tasks pile up, and those piles create mental clutter. But there's a second part, the part that destroys procrastination. If the task is bigger, break it down until the first step takes less than 2 minutes. Want to read more? Open the book and read one page. Want to run? Put on your shoes. Want to write? Open the document and type one sentence. You don't commit to finishing, you commit to starting. And starting is where momentum is born. Chapter 3: The Science of Small Starts. Here's why this works. Your brain loves completion. Every time you finish something, no matter how small, you get a dopamine hit. That dopamine isn't about reward, it's about motivation. It tells your brain, this feels good. Let's keep going. That's why starting with 2 minutes matters. It tricks your brain into releasing motivation before the big task has even begun. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, yet your brain hates unfinished tasks. Once you start, your mind feels an urge to keep moving forward. The 2-minute rule isn't about the task. It's about hacking your psychology. Chapter 4: Real-life applications. Let's apply it. Want to floss daily? Just floss one tooth. Want to meditate? Close your eyes for 2 minutes. Want to learn guitar? Play one chord. Sounds silly, right? But here's the trick. Once you've done the smallest step, the resistance is gone. Most people don't stop after flossing one tooth or reading one sentence. Momentum carries them forward. The hardest part isn't the work, it's starting the work. Chapter 5: The Myth of Motivation. Here's a lie we've all believed. I'll start when I feel motivated. But motivation doesn't come first. Action comes first. Motivation is the result of action, not the cause. The 2-minute rule proves this. You start small, momentum builds, motivation follows. So waiting to feel ready is just procrastination in disguise. Chapter 6: Destroying the Perfectionism Trap. Another hidden enemy of progress is perfectionism. You think, I don't have time to do it perfectly, so I won't start at all. The 2-minute rule demolishes this trap. Why? Because you're not aiming for perfect. You're aiming for 2 messy minutes, and often those messy 2 minutes grow into 30 focused minutes. Small, imperfect starts beat perfect intentions every time. Chapter 7: The Compound Effect of Tiny Wins. Imagine this. 2 minutes a day doesn't sound like much, but 2 minutes daily equals 730 minutes a year. That's 12 hours of progress, born from tiny starts. But here's the secret. It's never just 2 minutes. Once you start, you usually keep going. That's why the 2-minute rule compounds over time. It turns small beginnings into massive outcomes. Think about brushing your teeth. Nobody brushes for just 2 seconds. Starting makes finishing automatic. Chapter 8. Energy and Environment. You can also stack the 2-minute rule with your environment. Want to eat healthier? Cut vegetables and put them in a clear container in 2 minutes. Want to write daily? Place your notebook on your pillow so you can't miss it. Want to run more? Lay out your shoes and clothes the night before. 2 minutes of preparation removes future friction. Remember, procrastination is friction. Eliminate friction, eliminate delay. Chapter 9. Procrastination-Proof Mindset. Here's a shift. Stop telling yourself, I need to finish this. Instead, tell yourself, I just need to start for 2 minutes. That mental shift makes the task approachable. And when you start, something incredible happens. Finishing becomes easier than quitting. Because once you've begun, your brain wants closure. That's the hidden genius of the rule. It flips your brain's natural wiring in your favor. Chapter 10. When the rule alone isn't enough. But let's be real, sometimes you'll still resist. Sometimes you'll say, I know it's just 2 minutes, but I don't feel like it. Here's the fix. Pair the 2-minute rule with accountability. Text a friend. I'll send you a picture of my notes in 10 minutes. Or use a timer. I'll just do this for 2 minutes, then I'm free. Most of the time, 2 minutes turns into 20. But even if it doesn't, you've still won. You've still made progress. Conclusion. So what's the lesson here? Procrastination isn't laziness. It's friction. And the 2-minute rule is how you cut through that friction. Small starts create momentum. Momentum creates motivation. Motivation creates results. If you want to beat procrastination, stop waiting for the perfect time. Don't aim for perfect. Don't aim for huge. Just aim for 2 minutes because 2 minutes can change everything.